Good evening, Paint Nite people. Welcome to Paint Nite. I hope you have already gone into this evening knowing that it's not an actual art lesson. This is a time for you to explore your own creative talents, but mostly it's a time for you to have fun with your friends and with the people around you. And I hope you meet new friends, and I hope that I meet new friends, and that you just enjoy your time here. There's absolutely no judgment. You can have a few drinks, and just so you know, it's a really safe place. It's a party. It's not at all an art lesson. So, but I'd like you to know, first and foremost, is that I absolutely love painting. For me, it is a way that I relax, and I don't get all stressed out about it. I'm not afraid of painting or of paint, and that is the wisdom I'd like to impart onto you. I want you guys to understand that painting is really not scary at all. It's just a lot of fun, and here, look at it. Does that scare you? It's not scary. It's totally awesome. When we were kids, we used to paint all the time. Let's do it. Let's have some fun. However, unlike when we were kids, we're not going to use our fingers. We're going to use 3 different types of brushes. We're going to use a big brush, medium-sized brush, and a little baby brush. And the little baby brush is for detail only. The majority of brushes we're going to be using, actually, we're going to be using the big one mostly. This one kind of. And it might look daunting. Don't worry about it. I'm going to walk you through it. It's going to be fine. Before we get started, show of hands. Who here has ever been to a paint night? Excellent. And who here has never painted as an adult? Okay. Now, who here loves to paint? Who here is incredibly afraid and was probably dragged here by somebody? Don't worry. Don't worry. We're going to keep it loose. We're going to keep it light, and we're just gonna have fun. Now, before we get into it, I just want you to know that at Paint Nite here, we're very sociable, and we do a lot of pictures. You might see that I've become a shutterbug throughout the evening, because I'm going to be taking pictures of you surrounded by new friends or old friends in your process. And at the end of the evening, you can actually go over there where there is a photo station with all sorts of props, and you can wear funny hats and whatever you'd like and pose with your pictures. And what I like to do is actually take pictures of everybody with their paintings before they leave, because tomorrow on Facebook by 1 p.m. at the latest, your pictures will be up. We're going to start with are the coconuts. And we're going to start with, let's do 4 coconuts. And all coconuts are little oval circles. And basically, they're about the size of an ovally looking dime. Let's say we squashed a dime and it turned into an oval. That's what your coconut is going to look like. And you can just put some ovals around. At the top, you can maybe make 3 or 4 at the top of your palm tree. And try doing that on each one. Make a few little branches, like really tiny, thin branches. On this one, and coconut trees don't have a lot of branches, they just have a bunch of little ones. And from each branch, make feathers come out. It's almost like you're adding plumage to a bird. And it's really good that you guys can see what I'm doing, because I think that it's definitely something that needs to be demonstrated. But the principle is the same. You basically start at the bottom, at the base of the plumage, and fan it out. So I'm going to start my plumage right here near the coconut and fan it out toward the right. And the nicest thing about this is that the leaves on the coconut tree, they go in all different directions, and that's what makes coconut trees look so rich and vibrant, is that they have so much body to them. And if you find that your coconut trees have more or less leaves on them than your neighbor, don't worry about it. Every coconut tree is different, and that's okay. Now you'll notice that in this second one I'm doing, I'm making the plumage a little less crazy because the one on the very right is so heavy with plumage. And that's just something I'm doing to kind of stay true to the painting that I copied from the website. But you guys can actually go ahead and just be free with it. You can put more or less. It's up to you. Totally up to you. Okay, so far so good. I've got a windy looking day in California or Hawaii or wherever, maybe somewhere in South America where the sky looks like this and the coconut trees look like this. If you'd like, you can actually grab the tiniest brush you can and take the paint and make thinner strokes. And that creates an even more dramatic effect, because it looks as though there are more leaves coming out. But again, the key is definitely putting enough water in your black, because if you don't do that, it'll end up looking like an evergreen tree. It'll look like it has pine needles or something. You want the leaves to look lush and flowy. So you can really only achieve that if the leaves are nice and well detailed and colored in mostly. I think that you guys all did a beautiful job, and you might want to give yourselves a round of applause. And at this point, definitely feel free to make sure that your edges are wonderfully covered, because the last thing you want to do is hang this up on your wall and realize there's some white parts. You don't want to do that. You can also use this opportunity to sign your name wherever you would like. And please take advantage of our photography station off to the side. We're going to be taking pictures of everybody's, hopefully. Get in a group with your friends, and we can use your iPhones or your phones or your cameras and take pictures. We'll use my camera. Like I said, I'm going to be uploading everything onto Facebook by 1 p.m. tomorrow. And I hope you really enjoyed tonight. I hope you really enjoy reminiscing and looking back tomorrow at the fun time you had. And I hope that you're proud of your work, and I'm sure you will be, even if you're not yet. Because I think that everything really came together so beautifully for everybody here tonight. And even looking at mine again, if you walk away and you look at it again, you like it more. I don't know why, it's just something that happens. Anyway, I'd like to thank you all for coming. I had a blast. You guys were a great group. You guys all had a lot of energy, and we had a great night. Thank you so much.